Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Building a Nation with Polonia Warszawa. It's the day of the game against Real Madrid, the home match. My plan, in theory, is we're going to go and be positive at the first leg and then try and shut up shop in the second leg. Because I noticed, we lost comfortably to Monaco, albeit with the red card, and we got thumped by Man United in both of the away games. We were really good against both of them in the home matches, and against Sporting we could kind of compete a bit more. So I think that's going to be our best bet. Try and win the home match. Focus on the home games and try to be a bit more defensively stable at the back in the away one. Hip injury through general wear and tear. Sounds like Jordanov had something go horribly wrong, or right, depending on how you look at it, with some bedroom gymnastics. I mean, you never know. Pretty certain I've seen Bruno Bridges and friends in Pop World Warszawa. It turns out Victor Hugo throws the maddest shapes. Mr. Bean is distinctly awkward, but he tries well. He's off in Porto now, having a lovely time, I expect. A short-lived friend of the team. Turns out Jordanov's undisclosed hip injury was actually a HIP, hole in pants injury. The wear and tear, it seems, had been the back of his designer's trousers all along. A new pair was quickly purchased, but not before photos were on the way to every newspaper back page in Poland. Jordanov, deeply embarrassed, has barricaded himself in the house until everybody forgets. Well, he's out now, and he's got brand new trousers. Oh yes. Wow, a few more Serbs, and your starting 11 will be all Serbs. We are getting there, certainly with the back line, that's for sure. Sasha Šilak is pronounced Sasa Šilak, and Šilak means spike in Serbian. That could be his nickname. His nickname is gluten-free. We've got to go with the gluten-free. Plus, Spike isn't a real name. Spike is a name reserved solely for little brothers in movies. Can I ask why you want to add more leagues? Why not only add players? Your game will run faster and you'll still have more players. I didn't think you could do that during a game. I thought, as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, please do tell me how to do this, but I thought you could, I don't think you can add players during the save, can you? If you can, please let me know how you do that, that'd be awesome. And secondly, does that allow more regens or something? Because if that's the case, do let me know again, but I didn't think you could make more players come in without adding more leagues during the save. I know you can add players at the start of a save, but I didn't think you could do it after that point, so do let me know about that. I'm very interested to see. So, there's been some outs as well. So I'm going to quickly show you that before we go to the off-camera stuff. So sadly, Alan Prudon has left to go to Bayern Munich. £5 million. I would have liked more, but we've got a 50% of next sale fee clause. And we only signed him for like 1.4 million, so we have made money on the deal, and he wasn't quite getting into our first team yet. They obviously saw something in him. He's a bit of a whiny bitch, in all honesty, so I was quite pleased to get him off the bill and get £5 million. The other out is Nicola Totter, who he came in, played a few times for us, did all right, just never quite lived up. He kind of came in at a transition period where we were kind of going through leagues, and he was just going to get phased out very quickly. £180,000. He's moved to Belo Stara Zagora, which is fine by me. Oh yeah, there's been some ins too. Some players I'd signed ages ago that have just joined, and some that are actually picked up in this period. So Jorge Gomez has come in, a left back, £200,000 coming from Junior FC over in Colombia. It's a relatively cheap signing. Then another that I picked up in that same period that I just totally forgot about is Everton Escobar. It's coming from Chapecoense. £3.5 million this guy cost, but I think he's a pretty solid player, and particularly with the fact that Jordanov obviously won't be with us next year, having another guy in that role, particularly Everton Escobar, could be quite nice for us, I'd say. Next up is Juan Orozco. You might remember him because when I showed you how I did the scouting and stuff, he was one of the players we actually identified during that, and I decided to go out and pick him up. 2.4 million was his release clause, so he's come in and joined us as well, and I think he's bloody excellent as well. Really are looking very, very stacked in that central midfield zone, that is for sure. And finally, Jacobo Garcia, who someone pointed out to me during that episode, was like, you should have a look at this guy, and I had him on the shortlist, so I went and had another little look at him, and frankly, this guy is actually bloody excellent, and he's actually even better than my scouts thought he was, which makes it even better, so thank you for pointing that out. We might have got there, but we might not have done, so that's quite awesome. But like, he's legitimately great. Passing of 15, vision of 15, great determination, decisions, 6'4", he's got excellent physical stats, and he's still only 18 years old. This guy is an absolute don, and I don't know how we managed to pick him up for £400,000 was the release clause, and that is a bargain if you ask me. Huge deal for this guy. Slowly getting him into the team, and he was going to be playing a lot more in the future, but look at this stacked area of the team. Garcia, Palacios, Šilak, Orozco, Vitharsen, Pavey, Patini, so many players can play in that role, and it is glorious. Right, off-camera game. Unfortunately, we did not manage to beat Lechia, and we did concede a goal. Zvigawa gave us the lead in this one and got man of the match for it, which was really nice. Unfortunately, we conceded a late one to Arthur, and our little winning run and goals not conceded run did come to an end. But we've still not conceded more than one goal in a match this season, which is quite nice. Also, Utrecht came in with a £10 million bid for Victor Hugo, who's really been off the boil a bit as of late. Like, he burst onto the scene this year with goals, and he's really struggled to find any form over the recent matches. Maybe it's just because of the Champions League stuff getting in the way. We'll see. But the point is, a 1-1 draw, not the end of the world, but probably deserved more. Thankfully, in the next match, we did go and get all we deserved, which was a 3-0 victory away at Gornik. Goals from Jacobo Garcia, who played in this one, a wonderful bending one of the far posts. Then Zvigawa scored a lovely header, and Victor Hugo then did add one, which was really nice. But it's nice to see Zvigawa score his 4th of the season. I think he's scored now in 3 consecutive league matches, which is very nice for the consistency of him, just building him up. I was going to move him over to training the wing role, but he's actually already accomplished there. And the problem is, when you play them in those roles and train them, they forget the other stuff. So I'm kind of keeping him to the shadow striker role right now, because he is starting to score goals there now, and he's actually keeping Fiarchik out the team at the moment, which is impressive. Honestly, we could have had more goals in this game, but I don't know, we just sort of faded away a little bit. And Albarracin got yet another Man of the Match award. He is coming on strong this year for potential Player of the Season material. As you can see from this screen, Victor Hugo still the 3rd highest scorer in the league, but he doesn't feel like he's scored a lot lately. We're 5 points clear of Rakov now, who are in 2nd place, and really stretching their legs to be the second best team in here. Corona up there too. Legia have fallen so far behind, they just keep losing and dropping points now, and it's such a shame for them. They were so close to us, but now, well, it's not really that much of a shame, is it? But yeah, 12 points behind us, same amount of games played. We've got a 5-point gap and then a 9-point gap back to everyone else. I really do think that this title this year, as long as we maintain a certain level of consistency, is in the bag for us with 16 games to go. Still going to be difficult, particularly, but then once we're out of the Champions League, I feel like we'll be able to concentrate on the league even more and should be able to really stretch our legs and finally get our first ever league title in this save. That's going to be awesome. Franceschi, 13 clean sheets now, still only considered 6 times this season, which is mental. But to be fair, it doesn't really matter what we do. I think we're going to be screwed either way. But we'll do a quick pick anyway, just to shuffle things around a little bit and see what happens. They want to bring in Carballo instead of Zvigawa, but I just feel like Zvigawa, look, 7.27, you can't argue with that as a average rating. He's putting in the performances. Jacobo Garcia, definitely worthy of a start now. Patino, Albarracin, Freitas. Is Freitas really the man I want here? I don't think that is true at all. In fact, I would much rather have Vinjevic and Pandurovic, particularly as Mane is going to be joining Spurs in the summer anyway on a free transfer. It was either sell him for 1.8 million 2 years ago or just keep putting it off and off and off and off and keep him in the squad. And I think it was the right choice, frankly, because we weren't going to get that much money for him anyway. So there we go. Bit limited as to what we can actually put on the bench for this game. But we're going to go with Fiarchik, Freitas, Orozco, Carballo, Mane, Shiliak, of course, Mr. Gluten-Free, and of course, Victor Luis. It'll be interesting to see how Jacobo Garcia does on his first ever start for us, I think. And also, Zvigawa starting up top in a Champions League match. See what he can do against Real Madrid. Maybe he can be a battering ram for us, who knows. Apparently we owe them after the last match, which obviously we do, so that kind of helps. At least motivate the players a bit better. Tactically, though, we're just going to go with the standard system, probably, but also distribute to the centre-backs because they're playing inside forwards. Distribute to the full-backs because they're going to be tucked in. And also, maybe just turn that off, but not be more expressive. We've got to be careful. This is going to be a mammoth task for us, but if there's any game that's worth having a crack in, it's definitely the home match against them after all. The away match will depend on what we do in the away match. Will depend very much on what happens in this leg here, since we're playing the home leg first. If we were playing the away leg first, I would just shut up shop there and try to get away with it. But right now, we kind of need to put a stake down. Yordanov's ball in. Headed away. Comes back for Pandurovic. Right, get in the box, lads. Yordanov. Oh my... We're bloody leading. Victor Hugo, I was just saying how he's not scoring enough, and now we have the lead against Real Madrid. It doesn't really mean much in the grand scheme of things because it's only 4 minutes in, but the point is we're once again proving that we can score against the big teams. This was dreadful defending from Real. The fact that Yordanov was able to put this ball all the way through... Oh, it deflects as well. And there was Victor Hugo, top scorer for us this season with his 12th of the year, and that is 1-0. Come, Albarracin. Still 1-0. Oh my god, Victor Hugo's through. Can he square it? Oh no! Zvigawa just had, literally, that was his chance to be a national hero. If we go 2-0 up in the first half here, there might be something for us, but... Oh, I can't believe he's missed that. But you never know. Yordanov's ball in again. Giovagnoli flicked at the goalkeeper. We've been really good in this first half. I don't believe this. They're playing a ball around so fast at the moment. Oh, what a ball in behind for Belotti. Franceschi's not going to save this. What a save from Franceschi! That right there is why he's in this team. He's a god. At the end of the day, we can only beat what's in front of us, and right now Real Madrid are behind us. It's 1-0, but it should be 2. That goal, that chance for Zvigawa to make it 2-0 in the 20th something minute, that really does put a sting in the tail. We go 2-0 up, and I might be tempted to sit and try and just defend, because a 2-0 lead going into the second leg would be quite difficult to overcome, even for Real Madrid. But at least for now, we've managed to take a 1-0 lead against Real Madrid into half-time in a Champions League knockout match, so no matter what happens, at least we managed to do that much. Franceschi. We could probably do with the fullbacks, the wingers getting full. Oh, no, Zaniolo, and a wonderful save again from Franceschi. Ooh, here come Real Madrid again. It's just going to be an onslaught for the rest of this match. 1-0 would still be quite something to take into the second leg if we could. Oh, that's surely a goal. What a save! The second save there, if that was actually a genuine save, is probably one of the best saves I've ever seen from a goalkeeper on FM. Zaniolo. Out wide for Grimaldo. He's through! What a save from Franceschi! He's tipped it over the bar. Okay, they've gone strikerless. Okay. Well, now we're going to move defensive. We kind of just have to sit and absorb the pressure now for the remainder of this match. There's a lot of space out wide. Minute and a half to go. Into the channel. No. Oh, that's not the best clearance from Albarracin. Ball across. Wonderful block again. Heesite. Brilliant block again. 1 minute to go. Come on, lads. A 1-0 win against Real Madrid would be insane. Isco's ball in. Headed away. It's a free kick to us. I think we've done it. Just hold on to that ball, buddy. Franceschi, to me, deserves man of the match for this. Yes! Polonia Warszawa 1, Real Madrid 0. Giovagnoli's won man of the match, but for me it was Ruben Franceschi. That guy, some of the saves he made in this match were unbelievable, and it's caused us to win this game. Victor Hugo scores the winning goal. It's still going to be crazy difficult in the second leg. We're just going to go there and shut up shop and see if we can't get a 0-0 or something. But the fact that we've even managed to beat them at all is mental. Wow. That's going to be in the next episode, though, because there's like a month in between with loads of games off camera. But I still feel like another live com today is definitely in the works. Right, we're back. Thomas Kokoschka has left the club for £70,000 to go to Corona because he would just, you know, he wasn't getting anywhere near our first team anymore, and I felt like it was the right decision for him to leave, and we got 70 grand for him, and he's gone to another Polish side, so I can't really complain. Today, though, it's another game, and that game is against Swansea. We're doing all right, you know, the 7th in the league. Legia lost again against Cracovia this time, so they're now 12 points behind us, and now we have a game in hand. They've just completely fallen off the wagon. I don't understand why. Rakov really are trouncing people, though. They are flying up behind us. We have a completely new enemy now. They are looking like a shoo-in for second spot this season, which would be very, very interesting, considering they're my mortal enemy, basically. Even more than Legia in this save, quite frankly. Gonna go with basically the same lineup, although I think I might put Carballo back in instead. Everybody else, I think, is fit to start, and I'm alright with that, unless Yamrog's available. No, not quite. Everybody else, that I'm going to be alright with that. Let's go. On the bench, though, we're going to go Fiarchik, Mane, Palacios, Pavey, Freitas, Orozco, and Jordanov. Right, what they're going to do. But look at the amount of, like, Spanish or Hispanic names like Allison, Romercio, Gomez. He's probably Spanish too. Enriquez, Santos, Matarese, Cabrera. They've got a lot, just like us. Because to actually only somehow have a 2-point gap, or 3 in this case at the moment, over Rakov would be actually quite ridiculous. Rakov are putting in a sort of title-winning performance season out of nowhere. They really have stepped it up. Albarracin's ball across. Rodriguez, and saved by the goalkeeper inside the first few minutes. Right, let's see what Zvigawa's got for us today in a league match. He scored in 3 consecutive league games. If he makes it 4 out of 4, I would start to say that this lad's actually got some serious consistency, which is really what sets him apart, along with many other things, over Wojciech Fiarchik, is if he can stay consistent, then he'll be a real standout player. Rodriguez having his normal runs, finds Garcia. Oh, Albarracin, go on, dig out one for Zvigawa. You know you want to? Giovagnoli? Can he? Oh, dear. Yeah, it's coming a bit too short here. We need to find Victor Hugo, maybe? Giovagnoli, dig one out for us, maybe. Victor Hugo! Oh, hits the side net, and we need that goal. Rodriguez, could dig one out, maybe? Oh! Garcia puts it in! Jacobo Garcia scores his his second goal of the season. He got that beautiful one before. Central midfielder, he's now already banged 2 goals in, and I think that's more than any of the other guys have got all season. I think, no, Chiliak's actually got 2 as well, I think. But it's really good to see him step into the fold. He loves to get forward. This is a bit fortunate the way that ricochets through, but it is a very calm finish, though, from the Colombian. That is a fantastic goal. We're 1-0 up. Lovely. Victor Hugo to put one in, though. Cleared away. It's going to come back to him. Ball across. Zvigawa! Can he put it across for someone? He can't, can he? Rodriguez. Can he knock it around the corner? Oh, that could be a penalty. Help confirm the decision. All right, then. Change penalty taker. It's actually, to be fair, he's the best penalty taker in the team as well. Come on, Mateus. It's up to you, buddy. Make this 2-0. Best finishing, best penalty taker, or joint best. Get 4 goals out of 4 in the league, and it's a wonderful finish from Zvigawa. It's 2-0 now. He's scored his 5th goal of the season and his 4th consecutive goals in league matches. That is, albeit from the penalty spot, but still. The fact that he's got that consistency, that's brilliant. Lovely stuff. 2-0 up. Surely should wrap up the match for us, but maybe he's got more in it. Next, literally, this is the first highlight of the second half. It's been a very, very tight game. Oh, no. Oh, Franceschi stops it, and a beautiful block to finish things off there. We've been really poor in this second half. Don't know why. Round the side for Zvigawa. Can he look through? He does find Carballo. And Rodriguez is in. Oh, he should have squared it. There was 3 players there that could have just tapped that into an empty net for an easy goal. Let's wait for his, partner. Victor Hugo. Oh, slip it through. Zvigawa! Oh, Zvigawa. Because he's an absolute weapon from them. We need to get him forward. Rodriguez. Jordanov again. Out for Albarracin. Is he in the box yet? No, he's not. Now he is. Oh. Well, there we go. He's got an assist at least. That is brilliant from him. Actually, that's actually, I'm going to give him a lot of credit for that, because he could have just smashed that or tried to head that. Rafael Rodriguez will get the goal. This is actually quite patient build-up. They wait for him to get in the box, takes an extra touch just to find him. He could have gone for goal here, brings it down, turns it around the corner, and there's Rodriguez, unmarked, 3-0, and it's another assist for Zvigawa. Can't knock it. Inside for Rodriguez. White for Giovignoli, men in the box. One of them is Vigawa, and he's got another one. It's 4-0. He's got another goal on the night. He should have had one earlier, but that is a much more difficult finish. He's grabbed 2 goals on the night and got an assist. I tell you what, he's starting to take that role a bit more now. This is really nice build-up. The fact that he's already there and has to bust across here like a proper striker. That is a proper striker's... Oh, look at that. That is a proper striker's finish right there. It's 4-0 now. It's Vigawa with another goal. Honestly, he could have had a hat-trick. If he puts that other chance away, he's on a hat-trick already. And that's very, very pleasing. Go on, get the clean sheet, though. And that's wide, and that will do it here. There we go. Polonia Warszawa 4, Swansea 0. 2 goals for Vigawa. Man of the match for him. An assist on the night as well. Brilliant performance. Yes, he took the penalty, but he did get one from open play as well. And he could have had another one. That's 4 consecutive league games he's now scored in. 6 goals in the season. Really nice. So, next episode, we know what it's going to be. It's going to be Real Madrid. We've got to return to that and hopefully keep the form up in the meantime. But that is going to be crazy difficult. We've got to go to the Bernabeu and try to avoid defeat. If we get a point... Oh, sorry, if we draw there, we're through to the next round and we'll have knocked out Real Madrid, which was really, really going to be... mental. I don't think we'll be able to do it, but you never know. If you enjoyed this episode, let's face it, how could you not? I mean, we've beaten Real Madrid 1-0. Zagawa's grabbed a pair of goals in the league as well and is looking like a monster. It's brilliant. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. That'd be awesome as well. I'll join you guys in the next episode for Real Madrid. Probably do the Corona game in there as well. Maybe go up against Kokoschka and the like. See you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.